Hey guys, well, welcome to our segment with Cameron Johnson. We at the Kingfisher. This segment is proudly brought to you by Daiwa. We finally got this going. Thank you for all your comments and what you wanted to hear about. And it's finally here. Cameron, thank you for meeting with us today.
Ganesh, good to be here.
So we got the segment that's going to be going on, and you're going to be telling us a lot about it. But before we get into this segment, Cameron, tell me about you. You're an avid angler. You are a conservationist. And you got probably the most popular Facebook page in the country, Salt Fishing South Africa.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
Ganesh, I've been involved with online fishing community for about 6 or 8 years now. I started with KZN Fishing, the website a couple of years back. I was with them for 2.5 years on the management committee. And we had different directions we wanted to go in, so I left off and started off Salt Fishing South Africa with my mate Cornell and Shane Pike. And we've been going for about 3.5, 4 years now. We've got 14,000 odd members and growing very quickly. We're passionate about conservation, we're passionate about fishing.
And you've been writing a lot of articles on conservation as well. Is this something you've always been involved in?
Conservation is our main focus on the Facebook page. It's our main drive behind the whole initiative. We hope to be able to grow the sport and see an increase in catch and release through the information we spread out.
And now surely your Facebook page, that must be a lot of work, 14,000 members, in such a quick space of time as well. And you guys are dedicated. I mean, we see you guys, I mean, you're on the ball, you guys are on the pulse.
We've got a fantastic team of administrators. We've got a couple of guys in the Eastern Cape, one or two in the Western Cape, and then the majority of these guys in KZN because most of our membership is in KZN. And very knowledgeable guys, very passionate, all conservation minded, so good support.
And I see that you guys are well respected because, I mean, if anyone has a catch, they post it on your page first.
Absolutely.
Because of your right ethics of doing everything.
Yeah, well, we've been very lucky that we've had support for the conservation side from throughout the industry, from sponsorship, and we're able to run initiatives where we can pay, but give something back to the guys for releasing fish, make it worth their while, and it's a growing thing. I think we're making progress.
It is. Perfect. So now guys, as we know, the shad season is officially closed for this period. And Cameron, you've been involved in your experience from past years. I've seen that you've been seeing what has been going on with the poaching during the shad season. And you obviously know the effects this has for our conditions and fishing for the future. Can you please elaborate from your experiences, the negative impact the poaching has during the shad season?
We've seen the worst 2 seasons that I've experienced in the last 2. I think 2013 was probably the worst we've had. Last year was pretty atrocious too. And it's not just the rock and surf guys that are a problem. At the moment we're facing a big issue with the charter boats taking out backline trips through the closed season, where we've seen numerous arrests over the last couple of years. And because there's fewer bait fish on the backline, on the shoreline, the shad seem to have moved out to the backline, and that's where they're sort of being hammered by the poachers right now. We see boats coming in with 300-400 shad a night, and obviously this is a massive impact on the species and on the species that feed off of these fish. So long term, it's hugely damaging, and we need to do something proactive. We need the guys on the floor to get out there and report poaching. We need guys to volunteer to work with Isabella's honorary officer program. We need feet on the beaches and something proactive from them.
And I'm sure to educate the angler next to you as well.
Absolutely, we need guys to speak out. And when they see guys taking more than they're supposed to, or taking in the closed season, or taking undersize, make them understand that it's not acceptable. Explain to them. Even if the guys get up angry and say, we're going to do it anyway, as long as the angling community accepts it, it's going to be an ongoing problem. As soon as anglers realise we're not accepting it any longer, less and less incidents will be happening.
Cameron, so now moving forward, tag and release. You guys are massive with this. I mean, you brag about it all the time. You've got evidence that you guys are doing it. And now you've elaborated on that evidence by having a campaign that says catch and release and send the photos onto your Facebook thing. And guys are getting a lot of applause about this. It seems to be taken off really well. How did this whole campaign start?
It was a spirit of the moment campaign that started with a couple of the members saying they were keen on a catch and release competition. We've had them before with great success. And a couple of the guys were chatting on one of the threads and saying they'd really like to see another catch and release competition. And out of the blue, the members of the group came forward and said, listen, we'll sponsor R1,000 here and a pick and pay voucher there. So this thing's been driven by the membership. Prizes have all been supplied by various guys. And we've got guys who have now said they'd like to do it on an ongoing basis, so there'll be more of these competitions coming up. Kingfisher has partnered us over the last 6 months with regular fishing line giveaways for catch and release photos. So we've tied it all together, put a nice little competition together. The guys take a couple of photos of their catch, a couple of photos of the release. We can check it with a date stamp on the photo. And there'll be a good number of good cash prizes for the top catches and the top releases for the next couple of months.
Okay. Do you award these prizes on a monthly basis?
Well, this is a big competition. It's the first one's come together. We've probably got about 5,000 rands of the prizes total. This one closes on the 18th of October. But we'll definitely be having ongoing competitions every month after that.
All right, awesome. Well, guys, I mean, it's such a simple thing. We all releasing our fish. All you got to do is just send the photos to Salt Fishing South Africa.
The details are on the page.
And you're already into the draw. Best catch wins it. Best release. Best catch and release.
The more scarce the fish, the better chance you're going to have.
Fantastic. Guys, that brings us to the close of this week's segment. We're going to have this every 2 weeks on the Angling Times with Cameron Johnson. Please send through your comments, whatever you like us to discuss, your views, your opinions, your concerns. Cameron will research it, we'll discuss it over here, and we'll give you feedback on what's been affecting you in our industry. Cameron, once again, thank you for joining us today.
Only a pleasure.
Starting the segment and educating our guys in our industry. And we'd also like to thank Daiwa for making this possible. So we'll see you then until the next 2 weeks, until the next time on Angling Times. Take a photo, release, join Salt Fishing South Africa, and fish for the future, guys. Thank you, Cameron.
Thanks, Nish. Lovely.